Wow, what an episode! Hey guys, it's your girl Brandy, aka Brandy4. Oh, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. I'm doing Love Island Season 9 reviews. I'm going to be talking about week 1 because this was an insane week. Like, this was a crazy week. Quite frankly, this season is looking better than last. I didn't think it was gonna happen. I really had low expectations, but this season, they did a good job with the cast. Even Will, this season's Hugo, even he's lit. Like, I'm sorry, but it's giving. The drama. Let's talk about Harris and Shaq. First of all this drama came about from the challenge on Thursday night's episode. They did a beer pong challenge. Everybody's kissing up on each other. Everybody got tight after that, basically. And the whole incident happened because Tanya, she was basically kissing all the other guys in the challenges except for Shaq. So Shaq was feeling a type of way. I can see why Tanya was doing that because she wants to play her cards right. She wants to keep her options open, as she should. Because, you know, they always do black girls on the show dirty the second you let your guard down. So it makes sense that this first week, she was playing it, like, very safe. And I respect it. However, I do feel bad for Shaq in this instance because you can clearly tell Shaq is the type of person who falls heavy and falls fast. And everybody on Twitter, they have an issue with that and they think that's a red flag. But personally, I think that's fine because it shows that he genuinely likes Tanya. He genuinely cares. He's not really getting to know anyone. Like, yes, he said he's attracted to Lana, but I don't see anything coming out of that, to be honest. I think Shaq is mainly into Tanya. So Shaq is like clearly visibly upset about the situation. And after the challenge ends, Harris wants to go and ask David, oh, how was the kiss with Tanya? So Shaq is like, why are you gassing his head right now? Why are you hyping up the situation? You're clearly starting something right now. You're trying to start drama. And then Harris out of nowhere, like, shut up. Like, why did you have to get so crazy? The episode literally ended just like that. Like, they were literally about to knock each other out. And then the episode ended. And so today's episode, Friday's episode, it continued. They had a conversation to talk about the situation. Usually, Love Island producers, they be like, y'all need to make up. I'm sure the producers were like, all right, y'all need to make up, like, hash out whatever the heck y'all are fighting about. So I thought it was going to be very fake and phony. But Shaq, he was a real one. That's why I like Shaq. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm liking him so far because he was a real one. He kept it real. He was like, honestly, you're very immature. And then Harris was like, I'm not immature. Ask anyone. Ask anyone. I can tell that man is immature. He's 21. Of course he's immature. But like, it doesn't even matter about age. Like, he actively acts immature. That's why I was just like, okay. Mainly, Shaq was just upset about the situation because he genuinely likes Tanya. And it sucks, but Tanya, she is doing the right thing. She is playing her cards right. As a black woman on Love Island, you have to play your cards right. You have to go after anyone who's interested. Like, you cannot just be settled down on week 1 because these men will play you. And Tanya sees that. And I love Tanya. I'm sorry, y'all. I love Tanya. I love her. She is great. Like, she is bringing all the drama. She got all these guys fighting over her. What? My good sis? But honestly, I do see the connection between Tanya and Shaq. I do see it. You can tell she doesn't really have much of a connection with David. And quite frankly, I don't think she's all that attracted to him. I don't think she's all that. Not saying that he's unattractive, but I just think that she has more of an attraction towards Shaq. And it shows. Next we have is Zara versus Olivia. New girl Zara. So yeah, that was weird. And the whole drama came about, it was just very random, especially considering the fact I found out that they actually know each other outside of the show. So I'm kind of like, why did they act like they didn't know each other, 1? And 2, why is Olivia so upset? Like, I get her point of view in that, like, oh, she thinks I'm two-faced. However, if you clearly know who this girl is, and if it's just a challenge and she had to choose someone, like, she was clearly, like, it was clearly banter. And that's what she said. That's what Zara expressed. She was like, this is banter. Like, I did not even think it was going to get this far. I feel like Olivia overreacted. Like, I get it, you were upset, but this could have been a simple conversation. Instead of just having a conversation about it, how you felt, you acted very immaturely. Acted like you were a 20-year-old and you're what, like 27? You just walked away, had all the girls following you. And then when Zara wanted to confront you, mind you, Zara is brand new to the villa, so she barely has any friends right now. So when Zara wanted to confront you, or not confront you, but like talk to you about the situation, you want to be like, I don't want to talk right now. Why are you acting like this? Like, you have to live with this girl. Do you know that? Like, it makes no sense. Like, she was just being mad petty. And honestly, ew. But then, yes, speaking of Zara, initially when Zara just came to the villa, Zara and Ron, they hit it off. And I was honestly like, oh, I was surprised. It actually showed me a different side of Ron, because Ron, he was into Lana since day one, and I thought he was giving me like Andrew vibes. He was giving me just like very, very sweetheart. But then when Zara came into the villa, he kind of turned into like, I wouldn't say an F-boy, but I was like, you're a lad. I was honestly shocked by it, to be honest. But yeah, it turned out that Ron did end up liking Lana more, and then he cut it off with Zara, and Zara was kind of upset with it. But one thing that I do want to touch on is this weird tension between Ron and Tanyel. I think it's kind of like, I don't know, it's weird because like they were flirting on Thursday's episode. However, they're also giving me very much like bro and sis vibes. They were like flirting, but I was kind of like, I don't really see the connection. Like, I know you want me to see the connection, but I cannot see the connection. So yeah, I was very confused by that. But yeah, I don't understand that, because like Ron clearly only like likes Lana. So yeah, I don't know. Very random. Then yeah, and then the Tanyel, Kay, and Anna Mae love triangle. Oh my gosh. It's crazy because this episode, I said Kay, his name's Kai, my bad. This episode, Kai and Anna Mae, they had a one-on-one discussion. And Kai was basically telling Anna Mae and throwing Tanyel under the bus pretty much. Talking about, I don't really have much to talk about with her. I don't really have much to say with her, which honestly, like, I can see that. Their conversations are very awkward. I don't think they flow at all. Mainly because Tanyel, she's like kind of aggressive in her approach. Like, she's very, very, very like upfront and like kind of rude with it. Yeah, Kai is not the one for her. Like, their personalities don't mesh. And don't get me wrong, like, I like Tanyel's personality. That's why I'm like, yeah, Kai and Tanyel, they don't mesh. He definitely does mesh with Anna Mae more. However, it's funny, like, when they announced that the girls had to choose the guys for the next recoupling, all of a sudden, Kai wants to be like, oh, but I still want to get to know Tanyel. Despite the fact that he was definitely talking mad crap to Anna Mae. So that was very fake and two-faced. So yeah, didn't like that. However, yeah, Tanyel, she is definitely used to guys just going after her, and she's never used to grafting, and you can clearly see it because she sucks at it. And honey, you gotta let that go. You gotta let that go. I get it, not trying to get hurt and whatnot, but you're on Love Island. You're here to take risks. Like, if you're not gonna take risks, What is the point? I mean, I guess she ultimately did take a risk, but yeah, we'll get to that. Next we have is Tom, Olivia, and Zara. So originally Tom, when he came in as a bombshell, he chose to couple up with Olivia, and they did not hit it off in the slightest. They did not hit it off in the slightest because Tom is boring. Tom is boring, and he has cheek implants. I'm sorry, I've just never seen a guy with cheek implants, and it's so weird. I've just never seen it. It's so weird. But yeah, I just find him very, very boring, and I wouldn't be surprised if he got dumped from the island. Like when the public votes next time, they're probably going to dump him because he's boring. So I was actually surprised that Zara took interest in getting to know him because I don't understand. Like, he's not giving me any personality right now. Who knows? Maybe in the next week or two, we'll see his personality more. But as of now, he's kind of boring. He's kind of a snooze. And yeah, I knew him and Olivia, they were not gonna last. So, and then yeah, Olivia and Harris, they definitely still really like each other. Once again, I did say this in my first impressions video. I do think when Casa More comes around, Harris is going to step out on Olivia. Are you joking? Like, that is happening. Harris is immature. Like, it's gonna happen. I'm sorry. And Olivia, she is a drama queen. Like, you can tell sis is a drama queen. So I don't think Harris is going to like that. I feel like that side of her is going to come out more as the weeks progress. So I would not be surprised if their relationship went downhill. But also I wouldn't be surprised if they made it to the end, if that makes sense. But yes, now let's talk about the recoupling. And by the way, I'm sorry, I look crazy. I had a long day today. Like, there was a lot going on. I woke up at like 6 a.m. today. I'm tired, bro. So please excuse me. I'm about to wash my hair like this weekend, please. But anyways, let's talk about the new recoupling. So girls had to choose the guy that they want to couple up with. So Anime chose Kai. We knew that was gonna happen. She really likes Kai, so I was like, whatever. Olivia chose Harris. Knew that was gonna happen. Tanya chose Shaq, which I was very happy about. Thank God, because I would have honestly been annoyed. Because I would have been like, damn, Shaq is going out sad. That would have been really bad. Then Tanyel chooses Ron. Oof, that was hard. Lana was pissed. Lana was pissed. She was pissed. It did not make sense. It didn't make sense, but also it did make sense because Tanyel, she was like, if I were to be coupled up with anyone, I would rather be coupled up with someone I actually am attracted to. And she's attracted to Ron, so it made sense that it happened. And that means Lana chooses Will, which leaves David to be dumped from the island, which sucked. That sucked. He was upset, child. He was very upset. I felt bad. But also, to be fair, he only grafted with Tanya. Like, did he do it for the sake of black love? Because I heard that he was dating a white girl right before this show. So he could have just grafted with whoever else he was attracted to, but he didn't. So yeah, game player to me. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Tom and Zara, they're together as well. I just don't care about Tom. I really don't care about Tom. Oh, yo, I forgot to mention Will. Yeah, so Will, Will is the Hugo of this season, but he's way better than Hugo. Yes, I said if he doesn't find love within the next week, I want him out. However, he's funny. And therefore, I think someone is going to come into the villa for him. It's not like he's an ugly person. Like, I think he's adorable. And he has a great personality. So that's why I'm like, Will can stay. So I'm not too bothered by Will, and he brings the life to the cast. So as long as you're bringing something to the cast, I'm okay with it. But if you're like a Dr. Alex, if you're like a Hugo who are just like snooze fest, like, no. But otherwise, he can stay. And then finally, oh my gosh, the new bombshells. Bruh, they're bringing back people from Love Island, Australia. They bringing back Aaron, bro. I forgot the girl's name. I actually didn't watch season 2 of Australia. I watched season 3 though. And Aaron was toxic AF. I'm like, wait, who? Yeah, this season is going to be drama. I would not be surprised if this season was just as dramatic as season 5. I would not be surprised at all. Honestly, I'm loving it. I cannot wait. Yay! Okay, so that was a lot, and I am so pleased with this week. I'm so happy that this was a good week. This is a great season so far. I'm loving the drama. And yeah, it's lit. Everybody's just authentic. Everybody is playing their cards right. No one is playing it safe, and that's why I'm effing with the season. So good job, producers. Good job, producers. But also bring in more Black Islanders, please. Bring in more Islanders of color in general. I would love to see that. But otherwise, yeah, it's lit. Yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like my video. And support your girl Brandy4 because I am going to be coming out with weekly recaps on Love Island UK. So please make sure to subscribe to my channel. And comment below your thoughts on this episode.